Hi there, this is Judy from paperpalmtree.com, and I have this sweet little card I wanted to share with you today. This is from the stamp set A Little Wild, and it's an adorable stamp set that is, this is made to make tags. And I used just the front of the elephant on this. I think he is adorable. And this is a fun little stamp set. It comes with 11. It has a bear, an elephant, and a lion, and then some sentiments that go with it. Very, very cute. So let me share with you the other products that I used with this. Okay, so the inks I used on this was the black for the elephant and Pool Party for a little of the coloring in. And on this strip down here, I used this, I think it's Falling Snow, embossing folder, dry embossing folder. And that just gives a little bit of a texture to it, kind of elephant skin-like, so I like that. The other thing I used was the Stitch Shapes Framelits dies. And I'm telling you, this has become one of my favorites of all the dies that I have. And of course, the dies you run through the Big Shot die machine. And I just think this is a very nice finished piece that it does. It has in there ovals, circles, and and the squares. And this is really almost an essential to me to have in your arsenal for making cards. It's called Stitch Shapes Framelits dies. And that's awesome. So I used the second to the largest of the circles for this. So on the stamp set, if you purchase the stamp set and the coordinating dies, you get a 10% discount. And this is what the die looks like for the elephant. And you see it has a little place for a tag, and this is for the back side and the front side, and then it folds and makes a little tag. Very, very cute. So what I did was I will show you how I got the ink on that, but I just die cut the 1/2 and then cut it down. So for the papers, let me show you what I used on that. For the base of the cardstock, I used a piece of Whisper White, and this is cut at 4 1/4 by 11, and it's scored and folded at 5 1/2, and that gives us the 10th fold base card. And then Basic Gray, and this is cut at 3 3/4 by 5, and that gives a nice wide border. This is for the elephant. And I cut 2 pieces of Pool Party. This is with the second largest of this Stitch Framelits die. And this strip is cut at 1 1/2. I cut it a little longer than it needed to be because I like to make it a little longer, run it through the embossing folder, and then attach it and cut it. So this is 4 1/4, but it will cut down a little bit. So this is the extra piece of Whisper White for the elephant. So I also just used a basic gray ribbon that I had. So let me show you how I do this this little elephant. So he comes like this, and it's the back side and the front side, so it'll fold. So I just put it on the D block I had. I guess I could put it on a different one, but that's the one I used. Okay, so the inks, the Basic Black and the Pool Party. So I'm going to take the Basic Black and I'm going to ink that, just that 1/2 up. And it's okay if it goes into the second one. It'll be just fine. So I'm going to take that down, push it straight down, hold it a few seconds, and there he is. Isn't he cute? And I'm going to let that dry just a second. I'm going to take my aqua painter, and this doesn't take much ink. What I did was just to give it some highlights around the edges and almost a watercolored look. Just a hint of the color is what I like. So on the Pool Party, I just tap into the edge of it with my aqua painter. And I'm just going to highlight, no, I'm not highlighting. The highlights are where I don't put the ink. So I'm going to put the ink in where the shadows would normally be. So at the top part of his ear, or her ear, whoever she is. And like I said, it doesn't take much ink. I'm going to go up under where the shadows would be, up under the head. And a little bit down the sides, just a little, up under there. His back legs are in the shadows, so I'm going to do that. And a little coming up from the feet, just a little. And just a hint over here. And a little on the top of his head, just a little bit. And a little on his cheeks, right there. So see, that's very simple, easy to put together. And I like it just like that, not much more on there. It just takes a little hint. So I'm going to take this to the Big Shot and cut this out, and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back, and since I cut it to the edge, that's what that looks like. And I'm just going to take a pair of snips and, what did I do with my scissors? And I'm just going to cut that other piece off, not needed. There we go. And that's all he is. So let's put this card together. That's how fast and simple this little card is. All right, so I'm going to take some adhesive, and I'm going to put the basic gray matte down. I always have to turn it a little sideways. There we go. Important to line it up straight. You know what? I need to put this back through the Big Shot. I'm going to run this through with the embossing folder. I'll be right back on this one. Okay, I'm back. And that's just for that little texture on it. I think is so pretty. Okay, so to put this piece down, I'm going to put a little adhesive. I think I'm going to put it on here. No, I'm going to put it on one side there. And I'm going to take the ribbon and put the back side, and I'm just going to run it across the front. And you know what I needed to do? See where to trim it. So I'm going to do it this way. A little backwards on this today. So I'll mark it right there, and that's where my trim is going to be. Goodness. All right, now we'll go with this side. So this is how I do it. You put the adhesive on the back and make sure it's flat. And give it a little fold, and that's where it's going to snip. Goodness, I can't keep up with my scissors today. Okay. Right there. All right, so the other thing I did on this is I just took another piece of ribbon and I just did a little double knot there. And you know what, I'm going to put it on this because I got a little sticky there. So I'm going to take the other piece of ribbon and my fingers aren't working today. There we go. And just a pretty little double knot. And I'm going to trim it. That one's a little shorter. Try that again. There we go. All right, so that can move anywhere on that ribbon there. Very cute. And then I'm going to put this down with dimensionals and just the four corners of this pool party. Get that out of the way. And I'm going to go right down there. And the last thing is, I'm going to put adhesive on the pool party. And that's going to go in the center. And dimensionals on our little elephant. And there we go, right in the center of that. What a sweet little card. This would be great for an invitation to a baby shower. Could be for a little one. I think this is pretty for an adult person's card. I like it. I like the texture on it. So that's the card. And I hope you enjoyed this video today. And if you did, if you'd hit the like button below. And please subscribe if you'd like to see some more videos from me. So until next time, bye.